what do you call the pollutions, okay, and which are the major, the issue, I mean, the, what do you call, the sectors, I mean, the air, water, noise, and soil. Those are the things we are going to pollute it because of our artificial man-made activities. Maybe a mining, maybe a infrastructure development, or it may be a mineral explorations, or it may be a dam construction, or it may be a road constructions. We are going to cut the trees, and we are going to, for our survival, we are disturbing the entire the nature. Not exactly the entire nature, some parts, but still it's an imbalance. That's why the, the ecosystems in the, complete, the, if you see the, rainfall since 2000 to 2020, there is a lot of variations in the rainfall. Why? That is because of uh, afforestation, because of we are not doing the properly the afforestation completely. We are doing only the deforestation. We are cutting the trees, and we are doing the many, the, the, what we call the urbanizations in almost all the sectors in metro cities. Now let's come to the, direct part, that's called, what is an, what do you call this, environment. Okay, what is that exactly, and how we are going to protect it, and what are the basic things we need to follow, especially for the environment. Those things we are going to discuss in this class. And moreover, most of the, source for environmental issues from the mining sector, even if it is happening at one place, and that surrounding area is completely polluted due to the, the dust, or it may be, mineral processed water, or it may be, of course they are going to minimize the things by, taking a lot of precautions. Still there is a, disturbance for the ecosystems. Okay, right. And from the infrastructure development, especially from the city side, we see the, Bangalore city, what was in 2000 and what is now, how the greenery has changed a lot. That, affect on our living the systems here. So let's start with the, let me share this slide of this. Okay, can you see the screen now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, right. And this is the systems, what you call in the environment, what we have. Why we are going to study the environment? Why we are going to study the environmental impact assessment, environmental assessment plan, right? So in the last class, I told you that for mining plan and even for layout also, what you are going to, when you are going to make the layout, you need to give some space for the park. And like that in mining sector, if you are going to cut the trees and we are going to put the, 1:10 or 1:20, if you cut the one tree and you need to commit for 20 trees, I can, put it in the land or wherever the, the government is allotted. That's the thing. Now, what are the things we are going to disturb? The one is what we call this air. Definitely we are going to pollute it by, in the metro cities, how it is polluting the air. And water, especially from the metro cities, that is from the solid waste management, or it may be, from the mining, okay, or from the, agriculture land. How we are going to, pollute the water from the agriculture land? Nowadays, we are going to put a lot of pesticides, fertilizers, pesticides, some chemicals we are going to spray it. That completely, soil erosion is happening and is going to pollute the water. That is happening. Earlier days, it was not like that. And okay, so land, how we are going to disturb the the land surface, and lot of mining activities are happening there, and lot of the changes, the landscape is changes in the Bangalore cities. uh, this is how we are going to disturb the things. And life, forest, without forest we can't survive, because what we are intaking of the good oxygen, that is because of forest. If if you don't have forest, if you don't have a good the greenery surrounding us, definitely we will feel sick very soon. That's what is happening in the Bangalore city or in anywhere in the metro cities, because it taking the carbon dioxide and giving us the very good the oxygen for us to live the life. Okay, this is the best part, the forest, forest, I mean trees are doing the things. But what we are going to give the contribution, what is the contribution from our end to the nature, to the society? That's most important. Just we are extracting the things from the nature. Okay, we are not going, at least 10%, 20% if you contribute, taking care of the environment, that's more than enough. Okay, keep the the good environment for the next generations. That's what I would say is, what is exactly the environment here. So hence whatever we have the surrounding with us, that's we call it as an environment. Okay, and especially this environmental protection. Okay, it happened in 1986, and it's well defined. Environment as a total sum of water, air, land, and their interrelationship as sum of total of the water. Okay, interrelationship among themselves. Okay, and with the human beings and other living things. Okay, and the properties. This is all about the environment. Okay, and most of your project, especially from the civil engineering projects, all the projects are community related as well as environment related, right? If you want to construct a uh, building or a layout or a high story buildings, there is an environmental issues. Okay, if you are to construct a road, super fast highways, metros, there is environmental problems, right? We need to take care of that environment and commit yourselves, then you can succeed in your the project. Okay, that's the thing. And it can also be defined as external surroundings and conditions which directly and indirectly affect the living organisms. Definitely, almost all our what you call living and non-living, living things on the surface of the earth, definitely it will affect us, even for the plants as well as the animals. Okay, so definitely directly and indirectly is going to happen there. Okay, and the next thing is environmental science is the systematic study of our environment and our place wherever we are living. Okay, and it's a sum of all living and non-living things and their interactions. Okay, on the surface of the earth, 75% of the water is there, and only the 25% of the land. But still, if something is happen, I mean, the imbalance will be sudden change on the surface of the earth. Okay, and if you take the drinking water, it's a very small amount. It is there on the nature, right? So even if you disturb that, the groundwater itself, how we are going to drink the water? Okay, surface water, of course, we are not going to eat, the drink it. But earlier days, we used to drink the surface water in the village side, but it was not polluted. It was not contaminated, because no fertilizer, use of fertilizer we are going to put for the crops and pesticides. Okay, but still we were growing very good, the crops. But nowadays, even if you don't put the fertilizer and the pesticides and the chemicals, spray the chemicals, crops will not come up because it's a hybrid one. Okay, this is how the we are ourselves disturbing the what you call this forest and the environment, and we are suffering it. So it is an applied science to seek the practical answers to making the human civilization sustainable on the Earth's surface, the finite resources. So we have to survive. Okay. At the same time, you need to keep the environment, protect the environment so that it will protect us. Okay. And it's a component, it includes the biology, that's called a botany and zoology, that's called plants and animals. I would say it's plants and animals. Maybe you have studied in the in the PU level, 12th standard biology. What is there in the botany and zoology? So plants and animals you studied there. Okay, and the geology. Some maybe not studied there. Most of the students are not studied in PU level. Okay, so it is a study of Earth. Okay, it's the rocks and minerals that we complete. Last year you studied lab as well as the theory part there. The chemistry, that includes the chemistry, the environment, and the physics and engineering things, sociology, and also the health. Okay, anthropology changes from monkey to the man. So how it was changes the generations, and the economics. See, once the how the country economics will develop, okay, how it is going down. That is everything depends on our nature, its environment. See, if the any flood happens and during the rainy season, what happens actually? That's a complete the crop loss. Okay, it will disturb the the complete living things, and there are maybe a, so, like a tsunami and earthquakes. If it is happening, natural calamities, natural disaster things, if it happens, definitely the the economy will go down. If you want to increase, improve the things, and we need to keep the environment very in good manner, and it should be, we should protect with, each and every step of in our project. And the statistics and computers and philosophies. So this environment, it covers almost all the subjects, almost all the sectors. Even if you take the town planning, the environmental will come. Even if you take the layout plan, environmental will come. Even if you want to take the the mineral exploration, environmental, mining sector, environmental, project of dam, tunnel, road, environmental will come there. Okay, so this is how we need to protect the environment ourselves. Okay, to for us and for our next generations. Okay, what is there in the environment? Okay, so first thing is the atmosphere. It implies the protective blanket of gases and surrounding on the earth. You know very well that. So above the surface, that's a completely atmosphere. It's a blanket of the gases. We should not pollute that environment, that atmosphere. Okay, that is keep us always making us the health unhealthy conditions. Okay, that is due to the sudden urbanizations, lot of infrastructure development. Many vehicles are moving around the in the metro cities. That's how the the carbon dioxide is increasing in the nature, and because of less trees, more carbons, less trees, more vehicles. Earlier days, more trees, less vehicles. Now, more vehicles, less trees. This is how the the environment is imbalancing. We ourselves making the environment the imbalance, and we are suffering nowadays. Little bit sudden, the sudden change in the environment, maybe a summer to the rainy to the summer, or maybe in the winter season. It is sudden change in the nature, the climate. Most of the Bangalore, more than 1 crore people. It's a 50,000 50 lakh. It's directly indirectly is getting unhealthy there. Maybe cold, cough, fever, everything. That is because of the complete environment is, we are polluted for our the more demand. Yes, we need 2 cars, we need 3 bikes. Okay, so this is how our requirement is going up, and the environment the things are coming down. So next to the hydrosphere, it's a water. Okay, hydrosphere comprises all types of water resources. If you take the oceans, seas, lakes, and rivers, streams, reservoir, polar ice caps, and glaciers and groundwaters. You know this hydrosphere. Hydrosphere it comprises all types of water resources. So all types of right. Soluble. Yeah. Okay. Chetan, Abdul Wahid, the voice is audible. Akshay, is
Sir.
clear? Is clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's right. Right. Uh, right. What is there in the hydrosphere? It's in the complete of water, study of water. Hydro means water. You studied in the last semester for hydrogeology, and you studied the topo sheets, where the water is coming, how it is coming, where are the origin of first order, second order, third order, and joining to the mainstreams. Right. So those things we studied there. But here, the hydrosphere comes to all types of water resources, the oceans, okay, sea, lakes, rivers, streams, and reservoir. If we disturb the environment, this complete the rivers, generally in the land, sand mining, due to sand mining, we disturb a lot of the river stream, and we divert this river in some way, right? Right. This happens due to the sand mining. Most of the rivers are disturbed with the sand minings. Okay, streams, small streams are diverted with the maybe agriculture as well as the maybe the mining sector. The streams are small streams are coming from the top of the hill. Okay, so those streams are maybe we should not disturb the streams. That may be happen because of mining activities. Rivers are diverting. Okay, those things are disturbed from the sand miners. Okay, this happens. Okay, that we need to protect ourselves. And the reservoir. Okay, so reservoir, we need to keep more and more reservoir. So if there is a good reservoir, the groundwater will be enhanced. The groundwater will be increased. Okay, otherwise if there is no surface water, there will not be any groundwater there. So we should have a good drain, then only we'll have the good surface water. And if there is a good surface water, there will be automatically the groundwater level increase, and we'll get the good water, groundwater for drinking purpose. Okay, surface water you can use it for the industry purpose, for any other construction purpose. But groundwater generally we use to generally we use for the drinking purpose. Okay, that's the thing. So these groundwater balance we need to the groundwater as well as the surface water, river, streams, reservoir, lakes, oceans, ice, all things are on surface water. Those are comes under surface water, and the groundwater which is beneath the surface of the earth, beneath the ground, is called as groundwater. We need to protect. We need to keep the natural resources. These are the natural resources. We are not made. It's not a man-made. It's not artificial. It's a nature is giving us. If there is no rain in 1 year or 2 year, we suffered a lot in earlier days. But nowadays, every year there is a good rain in every part of the India. Of course, I'm not sure. Some part of India it may be still drought. There is no good rain. But as far as concerned in Karnataka, we have very good rain, and we have enough. But still, in Bangalore city, it is less because of we are disturbed a lot of the streams, major rivers were not disturbed, streams are disturbed, and the landscape is changed. The surface runoff will be high in Bangalore city, and percolation will be very less because of concrete roads, because of tar, because of completely what you call this concrete roads and tar roads, and there is no chances of percolating the water get into the ground to reach the groundwater. So in other parts of the place, other parts of metro cities, generally what happens, runoff will be less. Runoff means when the rain gets, water will not go very fast. There is a time to settle down. It will percolate it and penetrate into the groundwater, reaches to the groundwater. Then you are going to drill it and you are going to extract it. If you have existing borewell, you can exploit the water. This is how the things. So Bangalore city, as well as still we are scarcity of water. Still we are taking the water from the Kaveri. Okay, so a lot of problems in Bangalore city, especially for the drinking water. Okay, that is most important, that we need to take care of that. So next come to the lithosphere. What is there in the lithosphere? The lithosphere is the outer mantle part of the solid of the earth. Lithosphere, it's just on the surface of the earth. Here comes. As I told you in the last class, in the geology, we studied the lithosphere, outer mantle of the solid of the earth. Crust, mantle, core. Crust is the topmost layer, and the center one is the middle one is the mantle part of the earth, and the center part is the core. Okay, this is called a completely lithosphere. The internal structures of the earth, and each have the different the minerals, and the crustal part is having the what you call heterogeneous materials, maybe iron, alumina, manganese, copper, lead, zinc, many things are there, silica percentage. And when it comes to the the what you call in the mantle part, iron and nickel, and the central part is still in the nickel and solid alloys, so it's still in the liquid state. This is what about the lithosphere. This we studied detailed in the last semester, and to go for that. And biosphere, what is there in the biosphere? Biosphere indicates that it it's a living of organisms and their interaction with the environment. That's what we are now here. Usually atmosphere, hydrosphere, and lithosphere. The biosphere that includes all three: atmosphere, hydrosphere, and lithospheres. This is all about the environment. How we are going to protect the environment. Environment will also protect us. This is what I would suggest you guys, because you are all going to take up the projects. Maybe you are a designer, but you need to take care, you need to keep it in mind that yes, can protect the what you call this environment. So that's a major part. And it's environment, it's a multidisciplinary nature. Environmental science, it is not only for civil engineers, it is for all those who are living on the earth. It's for all. Environmental science, it's a general science, and it covers almost all the departments, and everybody should study it and understand it, and we should implement in the ground, and we should follow it. This is what the environmental science. So in the environmental science, it's a multidisciplinary, I would say it's multidisciplinary natures. The first one is ecology and environment. It's a sensitive one. That's a birds. Ecology and environment, that is a birds. Okay. And biology, plants and animals, you study there. And chemistry we have there. And atmospheric science, that's in the nature we studied just now. And oceanography, that's most important. Oceanography, you might have heard this. Okay, you are all connected with almost all this the sectors, or I would say it's the elements, or it's the sectors. Oceanography, study of ocean. What is there in the oceans to study there? There is a lot of things beneath the sea. there is oil and gas. So where is the oil and gas in India? And especially in offshore in the sea. Can anybody can answer this question? We are producing the oil and gas from the offshore. That means in the sea. From the sea, we are exploiting we are doing the production oil and gas. Anybody can answer this? I think I have discussed this matter in the geology class. Oil and gas. Akshay, Yaman? Akshay?
Yes, sir.
Where we are producing the oil and gas? From the sea. Which place? Which place in India?
India, I don't know, sir.
Oh, no. Okay.
Arabic
Pranay,
countries. Arabic countries, no, sir.
no, we are also producing. I'm saying that we are also producing. From where? I need the place name. Okay. Kavya?
Sir, don't know, sir.
I told you where are the oil and gas exploration and exploitation is happening. Just, it's not a recent one. It's a very old, but still we are producing the oil and gas. Anybody can? 9MR? Ritika Raj? Shantanu? Shantanu? Shantanu Chitori? Are you there? Sneha?
Gujarat.
Yeah, yes. Gujarat and
Assam.
one more place, Assam, then
Mumbai.
Ba. Okay. Maybe someone may be asking, from the offshore. Okay, Sujay, Varsha.
Mumbai.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, is not an answer, Varsha. It's a quick quiz. Vismaya. Vismaya,
Yes, sir.
where is the oil and gas production other than Gujarat, Assam? Once you finish the class, you go back to the Google, you can search it. There is oil and gas production in India. Okay, of course it is there. Not only you, I'm not dealing with that, you only, all of you. Go back to, once you finish the class, just to go back to then Google, just put that oil and gas production places in main India. You'll see that. Oh, we are rich. Okay. So of course it's in Arab countries, especially in the Qatar, Dubai, everywhere it is there. And Arab countries rich of oil and gas, and they are producing most of the countries. Most of the countries they are supplying the oil and gas that is there. Okay, but in India also we are producing. Okay,
Rajasthan.
yeah, Rajasthan still exploration. Bombay high, Bombay. Bombay. From the Bombay, there is a 60 to 65 kilometer in the sea itself. We call it as a Bombay high. Bombay high. They are producing the very good oil and gas. Okay, that's that's a crude oil, and from there we are going to do the refine it from the refineries, oil and gas refineries, petrochemical refineries. Maybe heard this Mangalore MRPL, Mangalore Refineries and Petrochemicals Limited. Like that in Gujarat also, in Bombay also there are the refineries, oil and gas refineries are there. First the oil and gas extracting from the subsurface or from the sea or from the land. Okay, the gas is there first, they're producing, then that oil and gas, oil Then oil we are going to supply to the refineries. Refineries, they are going to produce the the petrol, the first product. Second product is the diesel, and in petrol itself it's a different varieties. I mean, the first standard, second standard, like this. That's quality of the the petrols, because first quality goes to the aeroplane, and second quality goes for the remaining the vehicles, and the design, and the kerosene, and the grease, and the tar. That's all about the different the products they are producing from the oil and gas. Okay, generally it is Bombay High. Okay, that is a place where since many years we are producing the oil and gas from this Bombay High. For us, that is insufficient, because it's a big country. We have India is a big country, and we have a lot of more populations. We need more oil and gas, so that's why we are importing the oil and gas from the other countries, especially from the Arab countries. Okay, so this is how we are. But of course, we are producing, but it's not sufficient for us. Okay, that's how the things. And we are here. Okay, that's what. Biology, chemistry, we have oceanography. We come to the oceanography. That's a study of oceans. Is there in the ocean fisheries? Okay, and a lot of the R&D projects. I mean, the research and development project happening in oceanography. Okay, if you say in the especially in the NIO, National Institute of Oceanography in Goa, it's deployed there. Okay, marine sciences, marine science. It is a study of coastals and the oceanographies. Okay, the lot of fund, the lot of projects are happening. It's going on. Okay, these are all evergreen projects. Okay, that is from the central government organization. Okay, study of oceans, study of coastal erosion, study of deep sea water, the mineral explorations. Okay, and almost all these 6 projects are connected with your GIS and remote sensing. We cannot go frequently into the sea to study the things. We are collecting the information. We are collecting the general, what you call the this satellite imageries. What is happening in 2010 and what is happening in 2015 and 20. We are taking the imagery, different imageries for different interpretation and for different the projects. So based on that, we are going to study it. That's how we are projecting the the nature. I mean, in the environment, what's going happening in the after 10 days, 20 days, like that, and what was happened there in previous. Those things are we were studying a lot, and even for the ecology and environment, a lot of things are happening there. It's many projects coming for this. Okay, and if you are just in touch with the GIS and remote sensing, okay, just it's a basic things. If you are in touch with the GIS and remote sensing, this biology, the ecology, biology, oceanography, and water resource management. Oceanography coming under water resource management. Okay, ecology and biology, it's a part of your water resource management. And you are the civil engineers, you are studying almost all the subjects which are related to the environment. So you have an integrated knowledge, and that's the best tool to do the best project. Just to learn some basics of GIS and remote sensing, the concepts, and some small what you call this the tools to analyze the data. That's more than sufficient, right? It is there. This the core subjects are there for you, but apart from if you learn this, and it will help for your town planning also, help for your water resource management, helpful for your what you call watershed management, helpful for your almost all whatever you are going to take up the projects, it will help. So just if you're not yet started, you can start this now. not late. Okay, you better just go back. There are many videos are there, or those who are interested, you can send me a list. I will send you the videos of GS and remote sensing, so that you can learn the many the things, and you can integrate the datas in your project. Okay, and geology and environment is there. And then next part is anthropology. Archaeology is study of the hidden the monuments from the subsurface of the earth. So then sociology, then history is there, and then political science and engineering, that comes to you. That's your part, that's a core part. And maybe civil engineering, or mechanical, or electronics, or it may be mining engineering, or it may be metallurgy, whatever things. And economics and ethics. Ethics should be have engineering ethics. Okay, that's a core value for you. That's the code of conduct of the ethics. You must follow that. So almost all this covers with the environmental science. What I would suggest, you start learning the some it's a part of the things called GS and remote sensing. Remote sensing is there. What is that? That is then what you call the satellite imageries. Okay, you need to process through the some software. QGIS, free software. You can download it, and you can start learning the things there. There are a lot of YouTube videos are there. Step by step, you can easily learn it. That's a 20 day. 1 month is more than enough, because you are already connected with the environment. You know the things on the surface of the earth, what is happening there. Okay, on that the topic, you can easily learn the things. But for other departments, it takes time, because they're not connected with the environment much like you guys. Okay, so it's a very good opportunity, and you start the things with GS remote sensing, and it's very helpful for you guys. Okay, that is a part. Okay, next one is that, so how the nature is getting disturbed from the mining part. I would say integrated mine planning for the closure and reclamations, as I told you that. So when you are going to make the okay, okay, right. So before the mining, what is happening there, and during the mining, what is happening there, and after the mining. So this is how step by step we are maintaining the environment. So integrated mine planning for closure and reclamations. If we have the very good resources identified from the geologist feasibility report, then you have the very good resources that you prepare the mining plan. Yes, we can do the mining. Okay, this much of 1000 million tons of iron ore is there. Okay, further we are going to remove the 10,000 tons of 10,000 million tons of waste. We are going to 1:10, like that ratio. Waste will be there always more and less ore. Okay, that's a 1:10. One ton of removing the ore. For that, we need to remove the 10 tons of waste. Okay, that is the thing. And we are going to disturb the ecosystems, maybe a 5%, 1%. For that also, we are to plan it. Mine planning for and reclamation. How we are going to reclaim it? Whether we are going to do the plantation work for the particular area, or whether we are going to make pit, mining pit. We are going to make the recreation center, or we are going to store the water for some other purpose, or the fishing pond. We can make it a fishing pond like this. Here it was like this, and after the mining, we did the fishing ponds and tourist place, make the tourist place, and we can generate the revenue from that, and make the things or greenery there. That is how we need to maintain the things. So rehabilitation, planting process starts before the mining begins, and detailed closures and reclamation we need to take care. And planning for climate change impact and land use. These things we need to do that during the mining. And after the mining, closure and reclamations. How we are going to close it? How we are going to protect the environment? So what was it? Before the mining, it was it. During the mining, before the mining. After the mining, the land should be like this. This is how the dry land, like a dry land, extracting the ore. At the same time, we need to after the mining, we need to keep this greenery like this. Do the plantation work and make the things are greenery so that you can, here you can see this. During the mining period, it is like this, and after that, we are keeping the things very greenery with during the plantation. This is how the mining people, mining companies are, commit themselves, and they will protect the, extract the mineral. Of course, we need the mineral for our, what you call this economy. To improve our country's economy, we need to extract. Minerals are the backbone of our country economic growth. We need a mineral. If you don't have a minerals, it's a very big burden for us. Otherwise, we have to import the minerals from other countries, and with a double or triple price. That's a very big expensive for us. So we have the raw material. We need to mine it. We will mine it, and at the same time, we will take care of the environment. How? These are the major steps we are taking to protect the environment while doing the systematic sustainable mining sector. Okay, these are the major things which we discussed now. Okay, this is solid waste management, and I will discuss in the next class. Let me take a small quiz of that. Okay, just we'll go for that. The environment. Okay, we'll have the small quiz for this session now, and we'll wrap up the program. So let's start with the this first question coming from the ecology and environment. How we can protect the ecology and environment, birds and animals? Anybody can answer? How we can protect the environment, especially from ecology and environment? It's from the birds, sensitive part. Anybody can answer this? What are the major things we need to take care to protect the ecology and environment? Anybody can answer this? We should put the more trees and keep the birds alive there, and it's just like a sanctuary park. Okay. And what about this oceanography? What's the use of the oceanography? Study of oceanography. Study of oceanography. What is the use? Is there any useful from the ocean? Sujay? Srishti? What is the use of this from the ocean? Sujay? Study of oceans. No need to study of the oceans.
Availability. To know the availability of minerals, oil.
Yeah, oil and gas and the fisheries and the climate change. Most of the times the climate change is there, right? Every 15 days, the high tides, low tides will happen there in the ocean. Okay, a lot of fisheries. Okay, then the next question. Okay, Then what I would say is archaeology. Do you require really the how the archaeology department works? It's the Archaeological Survey of India. It's just like the Geological Survey of India is doing the mineral exploration part of the country all over the India. So like that, Survey of India is doing the survey part. Only survey the they are not going to explore the mineral part. They are going to survey it, survey the surface features of the earth, maybe a land, valley, hill, or maybe a constructed land, or it may be agricultural land, or it may be forest areas. Those things we are going to take the what you call this survey of India. They are going to produce the surveys, survey topo sheets, and the archaeology department, they are going to survey the the historical monument, historical the statues which are hidden in the subsurface of the earth. That's called an archaeological survey of India. That's how these are integrated. And ecology and environment, that's a separate department. And biology, it comes under the forest. Biology means plants and especially the horticulture, agriculture, those things are coming there. There are n number of sectors are there which they are going to inbuilt with the environment. That's how the things. Okay, let me take you this attendance. Let's see what second class. All right. Be online. Just a minute. Abdul Waid.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Adarsha. Adarsh. Adarsh Shukla. Aditya Kumar. Adarsh Shukla. No. Aditya Kumar. No. Akshay MN. Yes.
Present,
Alekya.
sir.
Alekya. Anusha. Bhartesh. Bhartesh.
Present,
Yes.
sir. Present,
Dakshata
sir.
Ravi. Dakshata Ravi Kumar. Disha.
Present, sir.
Faisal Faridwani. Gurdeep.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is Rishikesh Babu.
Yes, sir.
Pranav.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Mahesh. Josh Mahesh Koshi.
Present, sir.
Okay. Lakshmi Sai Venkat. Lakshmi Sai Venkat. No. Kartik Patil. Kavya.
Yes, sir.
Manohar. Mansi. Maunesh Bhimana. Maunika.
Present, sir.
Namita. Nayan MR.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Nitish Kumar.
Present, sir.
Pandurang. Pandurang MK. So Pankaj Kumar. Rahul. Rishobomik. Ritika Raj.
Present, sir.
Okay. Roinesh. Rakshit, Srishti Bagel, Shubham Kumar, Sneha,
Present, sir.
Srirag,
Present, sir.
Srishti,
Present, sir.
Subhas, Suhas
Present, sir.
Goda,
Present, sir.
Sujay,
Present, sir.
Chetan, Shankar Chetan, Suraj Kumar, Suresh Paparia, Syed Abdul, Tameswa,
Present, sir.
Umar Farooq,
Present, sir.
Varsha,
Yes, sir.
Varun GS,